morning. You know, it's a little cold and rainy outside today, so I thought we'd stay inside and make some jerky. Last week I went deer hunting, got a deer, processed it, and I don't know if you've ever eaten venison or not, but it's a little on the dry side. It's a very lean meat. So what I do with it is I mix it 50-50 ground beef, either 85-25 or 20-20. So typically this is 80-20 ground beef mixed with our venison. And what I do it with turkey. I can do it with ground beef, ground pork. You can make jerky with about anything. Excuse me. I have a couple of home recipes that are pretty good, but one that my son got, which I was very impressed with, was this Cabela's seasoning, the original. And it's quick, it's easy to do. So we'll go ahead and get started here. What I did, I took 5 pounds of ground meat, and I took one of the seasoning packets, put it on it. And now what we're gonna do is, I'll set this out of the way. What we're gonna do now is we take the cure, and I've put a half a cup of water in a cup, and I've got a packet of the cure that comes with it. You put 1 cure packet and 1 seasoning packet in it. I add that to a cup of water, or one half a cup of water. Give it a good stir. And I'm going to take and mix this, the seasoning packet, the cure, and a half cup of water with 5 pounds of ground beef, or ground venison. What I did actually was I have about 4 3/4 pound of meat here, and I think that probably will be a little better consistency. I want to grab a pair of gloves here real quick. Gives a little more seasoning to it. Now you can add other things if you would like. You know, some people like it a little hotter, a little spicier, and they'll put some chili in it, or chili flakes, chili powder, cayenne pepper. I like green chili, so the next batch I'm gonna try it with some dried green chili, just to see how that comes out. We lived in New Mexico for a few years, and man, I am addicted to this green chili. So we'll just give it a good mix here. I'm gonna get it fully incorporated. You're just gonna have to get in here with both hands and go to the good mix. Get all that liquid off the bottom. You really don't have to leave it set overnight. You can. Typically what I do with it is I'll give it a good mix, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it set for about an hour. That's all we really need to do once we get it really mixed up. So I think we'll probably back away here for a minute, turn the camera off. I'll finish mixing this up. I'm going to just set it in the refrigerator, like I said, for about an hour, and then we'll come back to you guys and I'll show you actually how to put it all together. Okay, so we're back. We've let our meat rest for about an hour, and what I do with it, I kind of cut it into pieces like that I can deal with. I run it into kind of a ball, and then make them all elongated log shape, I guess. Kind of makes it easier for me to put them in the, they call these jerky guns. I don't know, I'm assuming you can get them online. I've had this one for years. And it comes with a gun. It's kind of like a little caulk gun. And it'll have a couple of 2 or 3 different tips. You can do flat ones, like you know, normal jerky that you'd see in the store, flat, you know, 1/2 inch, 1 inch wide, kind of maybe a 1/4 of an inch thick, something like that. I'm going to try one today. We're going to do Stix, which is a little bit different. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I'll probably do some Stix, and I'll probably also do some regular flat jerky. But I'm not going to roll all these up right now. We'll go ahead, I'll set this aside, and I'll show you how I make the jerky. What I do with it, I've got this comes apart. Let me grab a paper towel here. Hands get so oily, it's hard to take them apart. This end piece comes off, and you just put whichever tip you want on there. We're going to do stick, so I'm putting this one on here with the stick. You just screw that down. Really easy. I tell you, when you go to clean these, though, you'll need to take a little bottle brush and really clean them and get the threads and stuff on this clean. But pretty simple. Going to put our meat down in there, and I'm going to pack it fairly tight. Pack it down in there pretty good. Take the end of our gun, screw it on here. I don't know how many of you have used a caulk gun or not, you know, to do caulking outside or in your bathroom or wherever, but this tool is very similar. That's basically what it is, a caulk gun. So we've opened it all the way up, screwed it on, and now we're going to start. And I have a round dehydrator. One of these days I'm going to get fancy like my youngest son and get one of those nice square ones from Cabela's. But this one's worked for me for probably 15 years. So all I do with it is, you can see the shape, is I'm going to come out with it and try to keep an even, consistent tension on it. And I'm going to turn the tray as I squeeze it out of the caulk gun. Play our cards right, we'll have one long, consistent roll. I can hear I'm starting to get air, and as you can see, I'm starting to about run out of caulk space here. So it tells me that my caulk gun's about empty. I pull that back out, and I'm going to reload it here. I don't know. You know, some people take it and just keep out of the bowl, but I like to roll out these pieces ahead of time. Like I said, make sure you poke it in there really good so you compact it and you don't have any big air bubbles. Clean these threads. Got it loaded back up. start again right where we left off. We got a little air bubble in there. So it's not difficult, just takes a little bit of time, and you want to try not to have any of them touching each other. And this will go in the dehydrator dryer for anywhere 4 to 6 hours, maybe longer. It depends on the humidity, depends on your moisture. So you'll just have to test it, is what you'll have to do. But at this point, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do several more of these. We'll get them stacked up, and then we'll come back to you when we put them in the dehydrator and show you how it all comes together. Okay, so what we've done, as I'd said, we went ahead and finished up these 5 trays. As you can see, they turned out pretty darn good. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to take these 5 trays and I'll load them on the dehydrator, and probably, like I said, about 5 or 6 hours. May take longer. You know, I've had them sometimes take 8 to 10 hours. You're just going to have to test it and see. It kind of depends on how many's in here, what the humidity is. So I'm going to put them in. We'll put the lid on them. We'll plug them in. In about 2 hours, 3 hours, I'll take and I'll rotate my trays. Everything that's on the bottom will come to the top, and just rotate them down and put the lid back on them. Give it another 2 or 3 hours. I'll show you whenever we get ready to rotate them what it looks like, and then once it's finished, I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll taste them and tell you how they are. So we'll come back to you in a few hours. Well, it's been about 4.5, 5 hours, and starting to look like near the center we're done. These outer edges are still looking like they need a little time yet. The center's looking pretty good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it, and we'll put what was on the bottom on the top. And we'll just replace the whole stack. So I'm going to flip it one more time, and we'll give it another couple of hours and come back and check it again. Getting close though. Well, there you go. It ended up about 8.5 hours, but our jerky sticks are done, fully cooked. I'm going to take now, let them cool a little bit, and then I'll cut them into 3 or 4 inch pieces, bag them up, put them in the refrigerator. More than likely tomorrow I'll cryovac some of them and then put them in the freezer, and that way we can enjoy them the rest of the year. I've lost my cameraman, so I'm going to turn the camera around here real quick. Just wanted to thank you guys for watching our video. Hopefully we've helped you out. Hopefully now you can make your own jerky. As I said earlier, we've done this with turkey, we've done it with beef. Today we did it with venison and a little beef mixed. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, pass it along, share it with your friends, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.